I pretty much edit all of my videos using LumaFusion. I'm going to show you how I do that. First, I get all my memory cards and all of the footage that I've recorded. I compile that into a folder, memory card from my camera. So once I just plug that in, I can go to my Files app and go to this folder, this untitled memory card. And I need to go ahead and grab this and then I can move it. When I move it, what I do is I create a new folder. So on my iPad, so I'll go to on my iPad, I'll go down to LumaFusion, user media, and then I'll create a new folder. So here I'll create a new folder, thumbnails. Okay, go and press copy, and then that will move this content onto the iPad. So I need to make sure that I've got enough storage on the iPad to transfer the footage. Okay, so if I come to my iPhone now and I can transfer the footage from here, airdrop, and I'm just going to go ahead and airdrop that. I'll come back here and we see airdrop was off, so let's just turn that on, and now you can see that I can transfer this to my iPad. While I'm waiting for my iPhone to transfer the file, what I can do is I can go ahead and open up LumaFusion and I'll start a new project. I think it's probably going to be 25 aspect ratio. Now I know that this is going to be landscape, so 16:9, and then the color space is going to be standard rec 709. I'm going to go ahead and press create this, and then I could go and navigate to my imports. Remember, I created that folder and I called it thumbnail. So here I should have one video which is of this camera. Drag and drop this into my timeline, and that's my main camera angle. Now at this point, if I want to color grade this, I can go ahead and color grade this now. Or if I double click on this now, I can go to color and effect. I can press on original and then start manipulating some of this. If I want to brighten it up a little bit, I can brighten it up. Yeah, so that's fine. That is my talking headshot. I also need the screen recording. Now I screen recorded the iPad, so I should have the screen recording here. That will just be under photos and video. So I can go ahead and grab this and throw it on top of my timeline. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and just sync that up. So for example, if I listen to this now, flat icon is a fantastic place where you can get stock. I've just synced it. Another thing is I just transferred iPhone's footage as well as an overhead camera. So I can go ahead and grab that as well. So I think it's probably this one here. Let's just see. Yep, that's definitely the one. So I can go ahead and put that on the third track, and then I can sync this up. Now I've actually got audio here. So if I zoom in, you can see that audio is very easy. These two videos are very easy to sync up, because you can see here, look, the audio is pretty straightforward to sync up. So when I go from here to my actual screen recording, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to resize I'm just going to fit this and resize it, shift it over to one side here, like that. I can now moving this image across to this side, so I actually have a talking head. How I use my iPad, or my iPad is my daily device, or as my computer. At any point, I can cut this, put this on the top. Let's go ahead and edit this and zoom in. I think maybe even a bit more. Here we go, that's perfect. There we are. So I've got a top-down view as well. And I want to cut off the audio because otherwise it repeats, yeah? So I'm going to cut that audio off. I want to cut this audio off as well. So the main track has the audio, which is recorded from my lavalier. That's perfect. So now this is how I'm recording. Once I'm happy with the edit, everything's done, I'm just going to go down to here, and I'm going to go to movie. So I'm going to export as a movie into my photos library, and then I can choose the resolution here. This was recording 4K, so I can keep it as 4K. I'll just go down to standard or quality, and then I'm going to go ahead and export this. Once you start hitting export, it writes the movie, it's rendering and exporting this file. Once that's done, I can go ahead and upload it to YouTube from my iPad. Now how I do that is I just go to YouTube Studio. If you use YouTube Studio from Safari and you just go to create, upload video, it will upload it in the full resolution. So select file, go to library, and then I can select the file, whatever the file is, and I can press on add. Obviously then you go to title it, add your description, whatever, as you would on a computer, but doing it all from your iPad.